Hi everyone, Mike the MC, bringing you the self-care video. Ready to face your old friends and colleagues at your reunion. That's an interesting thought and a theme today that I want to share with you all. And in a way, I'm kind of putting myself on the spot thinking about how I would react to all that, being at reunions and old acquaintances at those events, thinking how I would react. And honestly, just having an open arm, just sharing my thoughts and stories with them as life has gone since the time we've met. I think that's the best way to approach that, because you never know what challenges people faced back then in the past as well, and the ones that they faced during the time that you all were away from school and post-graduation, and you're thinking, okay, maybe we weren't the best of friends with people in the past, but maybe we can also forgive and move forward. You would hope. I would hope. And so kind of putting myself on the spot, that's where I come from, thinking, all right, we've gone our own ways, we've gone through different life experiences and circumstances, maybe become more famous than me at this point than maybe I thought I would be, or you thought you were going to become at some point as well. And maybe we just never thought we were going to be friends forever. All of a sudden now we are, because we ran into each other at different events prior to the reunion. And it's like, okay, it's funny how enemies become friends at some points in our lives and vice versa. And so I think when you look at your upcoming reunions and you're thinking, all right, maybe I took my life in different directions that people were not willing to try in their own lives. But at the same time, I think it's also an opportunity for all of us to consider that life is very precious. And when we see people from a point of our lives, maybe they really try to mess us up as far as bullies or trauma. All of a sudden now we're standing on our own 2 feet and we realize, wow, now that we are past all those moments, we're okay. And so for me to you, I'm okay. It's all right to give yourself some credit to say, wow, I overcame some negative people in my life. I overcame negative families, negative traumas, negative experiences, negative jobs. All of a sudden now I'm at reunions where I'm seeing old colleagues from the past, and I can say, okay, your life took you one direction. I'm glad it took me another. Maybe now I have the awareness to recognize things that maybe I should not have, that I should have probably been aware of, but I was just too blinded at the time to recognize them. But now I'm like, all right, that's what you all were talking about? All right, cool. Whatever. Okay, now there's no more fear of missing out. Okay, now I'm caught up. Now I'm caught up to say, okay, I can tackle things that I wanted to do from the past. Now here I am in a good way of life. Because I've grown, I can share with you my book, my story, and maybe we can be at peace together and just talk about things from the past. So break bread with people from the past if they're willing to. See how you've grown and become a wholesome person, and just look at the accomplishments that you have gained over the years. And I guarantee you reunions, hopefully, will be forgiving and full of growth. All right, everyone. Hope this one finds you well. Take care. Have a good one.